Yeah, I finally got done with all my personals, so now we're gonna pick up where we left off. The audio's junky, and I can go in more why it is later
I
on.
left off where I had cut it for the trim. I put back up the trim board. It still didn't fit. So we either cut the trim board or we cut the siding. I'll probably cut the siding. So I'll put the siding back up, scribe it again, make a cut. I might have to move out some metal. Maybe I'll just put a backer. I'll show you guys whatever I end up doing. I got it marked at 3. We're going to cut it. It's to flash the top of that board. Here's stage 1. I didn't use the screws thinking I could do it quickie. And it did shift on me, and it always will. So anyways, I might try to get a screw right there and right there for the next one. Here's the screws. This is a rubber mallet with a sock over it because this thing's all coming nasty. So we gotta bend it that way. Let's do it by hand at first. Make sure, I like to go to corner. These are gonna stay flat. You'll see once we get it up in place. That was a rookie move. I should have done that last, but not really. I'm gonna get some gloves. Once you get one corner started, she popped out. I got it reset, and I bent it by hand. I kind of went and over here and got it bent so it kind of hold it in place. I also set it up past so when it kicks out a little, it won't matter. Now we can come down here and kind of hit right at the corner of the plywood with the top of this. And that's what's establishing that line. And we're protecting ourselves with these gloves. And it's okay if it's a little off. Just like everything in life. Okay, let's get a little more by hand. Okay, that should do it. That's how we are for now. I might crimp this, but anyways, I'm not gonna worry about that. So I put this drip edge in first. It was kind of hard. I kind of had to do it at an angle because of the length of it. It ended up making a little bend in the middle, which is covered up by this, so it doesn't even matter. But anyways, that's because remember it went past like, you know, an inch on each side. So that's that. Another flashing will probably get slid up. That'll flash that, but we'll get there when we get there. Next is these. We got to go cut them down on a table saw. It's all popped off here. Let's get a quick look at the old tape on her. Right under 6.5. That's just what we want, y'all. Okay, we went ahead and cut it. Now it matches all the way. Where's the wood scrap? Here it is. So you can see right there. Right there's the screw. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, we'll slide in some flashing. I'll have to cut around that screw or take it out and then screw it back in into the flashing. We'll do something like that, but I'll get a clip of it when I get a little closer. Yeah, that's a little further back look. That board doesn't set perfectly level. You can't really tell, but I'll see if I can kind of, I think that end's got to go up. But anyways, I'll see what I can do or make that one go down. We'll get there when we get there when we screw it in. This has got to go in. It's called zip system. It's called different names, I guess. It comes with a roller. I don't have one, but I'm going to just show you guys real quick. It's real easy to put in. I'm not gonna flash this side. I'm just gonna rely on the zip. It will get caulked, but this is just one easy way. This isn't the best way. It's not the proper way. This is just a way. So I got it started up there. You notice how it's past a little up here? I don't know if you can tell, but it sticks out past. You see what I mean? So I'm just gonna take my finger and press it in the middle and hold it from the bottom. I'll get a full back shot so you guys can really see it. But this is kind of what I mean. So take it from here. Oh, you want to wear gloves. And don't, if you come into contact, barely touch it when you're working with this stuff. It's very sticky. Try to be in the shade. Try to keep it in the shade until you use it. But anyways, all I'm going to do is push right in the middle. We're going to get it lined up, and then I'm going to go like that. You want it nice and tight. Not crazy tight, but just like a little more pressure than just the weight of the roll. Okay, so here we go. That's okay. So let's start from here. That's okay. Okay, now I'm gonna come down here. We only need to go like to here. I'll probably just go the full way just for it, just because I can. Okay, and I'll splice in a little piece up there, possibly. We'll see. But I'll go ahead and cut it for you guys. So, okay, we can go ahead and cut it like this way. Okay, I'll show you. I like to cut it this way. You know what? I'm gonna swap my blade. They go quick. You want to swap them? Like when they're black, swap them. Very common way to take it apart is just use a nail head. Before it's tightened, you can even use that part of it. But anyways, watch. You can go like that, get it unloosened, stick the nail right in, and pull it all the way out. But anyways, I already did it, so we'll thread it back up. Grab that nail head and just get the rest of it. You don't have to have like a screwdriver. But anyways, boom, freshy. Gloves on. I don't want it to roll over because I don't like the way it looks. So this is one way. We can go like this. It's already done it there. Oh, I can get it. You just want to like pull it back. Oh, I hate this shit. How about that, huh? Hold on. Okay. Let me grab something to hold it with. Okay, we're gonna leave it on. I'll fight with it, but that's pretty much it. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So anyways, I'll get that little piece there. See, that'll push in, but I mean, you get it, dude. It's pretty good. So that's that. Here's a quick look at it. I got it all flashed all the way. And we got the zip system, of course, all the way. Anyways, that's just a quick look before we get the lumber in place. So once we get that in place, I think we'll be set. I will start getting the lumber in. This will all have to get pushed in, but one thing at a time here. Okay, that's where we're at. At the top there, I might give it a slight little cut to match the that board.
Alright, this is where I'm going to leave it for tonight. I might end up taking that board back out and cutting it tomorrow so it snugs up a little bit more. Yeah, I just got 2 screws in it on the other side. It looks good. It's all ready for that board. And I might bend the flashing up or whatever instead of sliding in a piece. I think that'll be fine. I'm cleaning up right now. I don't know about all the trash, but I'm gonna get some of it, and I just got the rest of these tools to put away. That's gonna do it, but that's where we're leaving off for tonight. Pick back up tomorrow. Okay, what's up, y'all? So behind me we have the trim. You can kind of see it. We got it all in. I had to cut it. Well, I'll go ahead and show you guys real quick. Let's just go take a look right at it. Okay, so I put that one in second. This one I took back out and then I reconfigured. Yeah, got it in, and then we just bent this over. That's all it really is. Right here we got, they're coming through. Putting that up first, tacking it, using this as like the base, the original trim, and then we'll put a cap over it and probably slide metal under it, or we'll do something so the runoff goes. And I'm sure it'll be like a skinnier cap, like a 1/2 inch, or it might even just be like a cement board. I'm not sure yet, but this is a good start. This kind of seals it all off. That'll probably border that. If you look under, there's still a 1x to screw to, so that's the other, you know, trim. So anyways, once that goes over it, then I'll prime it all, caulk all that. I gotta still nail that back, but anyways, I just wanted to show you guys this part. So that'll get bent over the rest of the way, and yeah, all the metal will get bent. That'll all get neatened up, like I said, neatened up, caulked, boom. But that's that. Thing's pretty bulletproof. I will definitely come through and prime everything, and then I'm sure I'll end up doing that too. This will be just putting the plywood on real quick. Anyways, we'll get that probably tomorrow, and we'll get this wired up. So I'll probably just get the plywood up there and get that insulated. Then of course steps are coming very shortly. Probably just some regular pressure treated steps, maybe like a landing, and then one more step. All right, y'all, that was a long haul, but I finally figured out how I wanted it. We're gonna close this. The wind's so annoying every time the wind blows the door closed. So I'm closing that finally now that I finished it. It's kind of pointless now, but no, it's not really. I gotta close it. I gotta close up for the night. But anyway, so what I did here is it was close. So right there, I don't know if you can see those marks. I just marked where the deadbolt lined up to kind of use as a guide. Now there's two pieces. It's hard to tell, but there's a piece back in there. You can just barely see it. There's a piece there, and the holes line up. Now you could probably just put one if you wanted, but I wanted to have two. So anyways, the deadbolt catches both, and this is like a 3-inch or 2.5 inch screw, and it goes all the way through to the jack stud or whatever. So down here it's just a normal screw they gave. That's like a 3/4 inch or something, and then I used another like 2-inch screw or something to catch the, again, jack stud. So anyways, all I did, I don't know if you can see, but I ended up just cutting it down a little. See up there, that's the original hole. So I just dropped it down so it lined up with our, I don't know if you see the marks, with the 2 marks, and the same thing up there. Just dropped them down, and then I cut it out with the isoscellating tool and a little bit of a chisel action, and even a little bit of that. This one up here, I had to chisel out the actual, like, this hole opening. Down here, it didn't matter. It lined it up fine. So anyways, that's what I did. I got it all to line up, yeah, and screwed it all in, and that's really it. And then I had to throw in this piece, which still needs to get 2 screws. I'll do that right after. But I'll just show you guys real quick. So boom, it's got the perfect lock, and then up here, you gotta just push it in a little, and then it's the perfect, everything's perfect, and it's all bulletproof. So, and then down there, boom, you can just lock that one. Well, it's from the inside, but you get it, y'all. So that's cool. That part's done. I'll get the 2 screws in there, and then we'll do a quick cleanup. Okay, I snugged them up almost all the way, and then I did the last with the screwdriver. I can see that little pressure crack there. I don't know if you can see it, but anyways, it's just a little pressure crack. This thing doesn't like to focus. The phone likes to focus, the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but this thing, it don't do good focusing up close. But anyways, that's that. One trick I did is I put tape on to hold on to that piece, but anyways, when I did it, it just was so tight because there's like a metal flap. I put it in between the metal flap and the actual door jamb, like the frame of the actual door. And basically that alone snugged it up. And then once I got it in, I took a chisel and kind of took the chisel because it was dropped down a little bit. It didn't line up perfectly with this hole, and pulled it up. Then what I did is when I screwed in the screw, I was catching some metal. So I went through with like a drill bit, drilled it through, and then it kind of like lined it up more or less is what I felt it do. And then when I went back through, this thing lined up perfectly because all you have to do is one to catch. So it technically just has one, but it's not ever gonna move. So yeah, that's pretty satisfying, y'all. So that's that. It looks like we got a bit of a rain. You can see the rain there. But yeah, that's gonna do it. So we'll do some priming. Good thing I didn't paint just now. And we will get this all finished up. Let's get rid of that. That looks dangerous, huh? What's up, y'all? I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Day's about halfway over. I only need a few hours, so it's gonna be the insulation. Just a couple pieces, it's right there. Then we'll put the plastic down, whatever we can. I guess I gotta yank this out, tuck it down, and give it its own box. This is meant for two items. I don't know, I don't really wanna leave them in there if I don't have to. I could try to leave them in there. I just would rather give them their own box. And then the plywood. You can see we got a piece there that I cut off, like basically a half one. A full sheet, I think it made it like almost the whole way. Like another half of one, fill in. There are these ones, but up there I gotta like cut new. So I have that sheet to cut new. There's that half of one. Over there is the full one. I don't know if I'll probably end up using this one to cut off of, just because I already notched it out. Yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. Probably clean up. I got some stuff I'm doing with this, that's later on, but I also ordered, so the parts I ordered for the hose, they're just a pipe fitting kit. It's like a pipe flare kit. It's for the fittings. It makes like a flare into this fitting, and then the fitting will lace up to whatever you're lacing up to. It's for, I think they call it HVAC is one thing for it, but it's also just heating because it's for, it's 1/2-inch copper line. Here's a couple parts from the Amazon link. I got a bender as well. Sometimes you'll put a bend in it. Sometimes you won't. It just really depends what you're going to. The kit was only like $36 or something too. It's not like much money. It's like a 2-part piece and it clamps around it, and then you put on this other part and it reams it. And I think you strip that yellow off of it is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I will definitely vlog it when I do it. You guys will see it. Some electrical to do above, but that's after I finish this and clean up all this crap and try to see about the forms. I don't know, I might take them apart. I don't know, we'll see. If not, I'll stack them somewhere because they're kind of just, you can't really do anything with them. Get vacuumed and cleaned up. It really shouldn't take long at all. It's not much work at all. So anyways, I will get to it, and yeah, we'll get a clip. Okay, that's where they picked up. They got that capping it like that. All I'm gonna do is caulk the nails or the screws first. I got some primer, and that's a step one for me. Got them all filled. It's okay where some aren't. It'll just get filled the rest of the way with the paint. I did a little extra curricular. I got like a gaper over there from the siding cut, and that's probably cool for now. I'll let that dry, and then I'll definitely get a light coat. It says it's not gonna rain. The thing is it'll say that, then it'll start raining, and then it'll change as soon as it starts raining. So I'm not too worried about it. I can put a light coat on it, and even if it rained just a little bit, it wouldn't be much. Now I'll probably end up doing up there too. I mean, how can I not? There's one key part. I'll add it right now. The key part's going to be this block or cleat, if you will, and we'll go ahead and basically just install it on the line there that you see where the top of the sheet is. I like them out like that a bit. Just like that, that's fine. That's all it really is. Very simple, but very effective. A cleat. I think these gloves give me more grip. They're like a rubber glove. I can use my shelf. And cleat is successful. By the old girl in. See, and I think I can just screw in a little block there and a little block there, and I'm gonna be cool with it. So let me just get a tacker to hold it. Well, the cleat holds it. That's good for now. I'm gonna go check the far corner first because I want to make sure that lines up how I want it. It kind of swelled up the corner, but doesn't want to fit right in there, you know what I mean? Like it might not want to fit in between there and the wall. We'll see what's up though. Yeah, I'm not gonna trip over it, y'all. It don't really make much of a difference. You see what I mean? Once you get it pressed up, it is what it is type thing. So yeah, I'll screw it in as it is. Alright, I wanted to show you guys this because it's just kind of like belligerent. It's how I'm gonna be to get this screw. I gotta legit use this as a ladder.
Oh.
That should do it. I'm not gonna screw them in fully. Just out of time alone. I should charge you guys. But yeah, that's where we're at, y'all. So we got 2 pieces in. I'm just gonna leave them as is. I could cut them back, but I'm not gonna worry about all that right now. I got a block for up there. It may be on top up there. I'll have to get one to fit that one, but that's all I'm gonna do, to be honest, y'all. So there's that piece. It's just like a puzzle, y'all. I'm not sure if that's the one. That might have just been blank. So anyways, we got those 2, that piece, and then that full sheet. So we have plenty to finish. Because there was a couple sheets here. There was at least one. So I'm not sure. I will definitely find it soon. I gotta go fetch for those 6 little mini ones below those 3 I just put in. I gotta fetch some for that. There was plenty of insulation. That did not stop me from getting the shittiest piece. So I'll use that, dice it up, boom, and it'll go up there. Okay, we got it all plastic pretty much, minus the bottom there. I'm gonna do that last. I just wanna fill in all the top. So I'll see what I can do. I guess I'll get that little block in first so I can keep going to the right. And I'll get that last block last, but yeah, I just wanna get over to this side of the door frame and get all the top, you know, in. Then figure it out from there. But anyways, we are moving along, getting something done anyways. Okay, I got it all primed up. Oh, I got a couple runs I gotta snag there. Started doing down here. This whole thing's gotta get done. I've almost done it all. Then I'll get the underneath. I'll do the underneath like its own thing because I'm gonna put a board or something to cover up the black. But yeah, again, that's just primer. Then we'll go through and actually caulk everything, caulk up top. Let's fix those 2 drips. That's cool with me. Really not much. I definitely want to get all that. I can feel the rain. It's gonna sprinkle, but I put it on so light, the paint, that I'm not worried about the primer. It'll be dry in minutes. Now I didn't paint up here because I'm gonna clean that all clean it all with a rag or pressure wash it. I'll probably get all that too and just get, because it's literally just that thing and that thing, and get it, prime it, and then paint it. All right, we're at 34% on the Insta360 Ace Pro. But yeah, that's gonna do it. So we got that all primed. I should honestly prime that too. I guess I will real quick. All right, I'm gonna stop there for now. I got that piece started, but the next ones are all gonna be cuts. I'm sure I'll probably do a piece and then a piece, and then fill it in the rest of the way. Either go level to that one or something along the lines of that, we'll see. But I'll do the tie-in when the time comes. Like I said, I still have that full sheet and I got a couple other scrappers, so I think I'll have just enough. For some reason I feel like I'm missing a sheet. I don't know if someone snagged it for something else or if it's just hidden. Oh, okay, here's some more. I think I can do something with that. Yeah, that's that. I just got a little more to tack there. Right here you can see in the top right, I painted it, but I forgot to get it on camera. But yeah, like the video if you haven't already, subscribe if you haven't already. The way this stuff shows up in your feed, it's a lot of DIY construction. I'm thinking about making another channel just to do like travel. I don't know, it's just I like to have one place to post all my stuff. I know that sounds not realistic. That's what it would be for me if it was a perfect world. I would just post it all on my Vinny Place YouTube account. I will clean up a little more. That's gonna really do it for today.